The things that I like most about film scoring are working with other people that are creative and undergoing the creative process of coming up with sort of cracking the puzzle, figuring out what it is. I see every movie as sort of a puzzle, and cracking the puzzle, finding what the acorn is from which the tree of what the score will be blossoms is the challenge of film scoring. And until I crack it, it's like I'm obsessive with it, and it's hard to rest. It's hard to rest my mind. It's hard to just relax, because this is a business where you have nothing until you have something. And how that process works is still very mysterious to me. In fact, if I think about it too much, I think I jinx it. So it's something that I am grateful for and try not to obsess about it. I really like the collaborative aspects of film scoring as opposed to just pure music. To me, it's every person that I work with is teaching me new things about how I see drama and how I perceive of my own work emotionally and intellectually. Especially working with someone like Jimmy, I found it very inspiring just to hear about his process, how he works, how he climbs, how he achieves what he does in the mountains, because even though it's a completely unrelated field, there's a similarity to process that I found very encouraging, and I like finding those connections between different people that I work with. We did talk about Alex, and I think musically having an emotional underpinning for his character. To me, the thing that gives Alex life and vitality and his reason for living and everything is also that thing that could possibly kill him. Having that constant dichotomy between this dark side that's in him and this light side is like, I feel like that was always present, just in the way he talks, the way he would get, he would get very depressed when he couldn't climb, and he would be euphoric when he did things the way he wanted to. So that was something that struck me from how they filmed it, that I wanted to capture the music and have it sort of be an ever-present theme. And the way I was thinking achieving that was having these alternating chords, like an alternating minor chord, like a darker voiced chord that was maybe played lower in the keyboard, something like that, alternating with a more positive major chord, and you have these chords alternating, and that really is the crux of what the score is. You hear it at the end. So it's very simple, and then there's a melody that comes from that. There was that, and I felt that there's also just this physical beauty and wonder to the landscape, the outdoors, and having a theme also that would somehow support that. There's inherent melody which I developed as the film went on. And then as it developed, we can also change the chords as he's climbing, as he is overcoming the obstacles in it. The chords can become more major. So it's very simple, it's very basic, but the melody is sort of inherent in the chord structure. The main thing with doing a documentary, I think, as opposed to a feature, is that there's often a running dialogue or a voiceover going through a lot of the stuff, and so you don't want to get in the way of that, and you sort of have to pick the moments where the music can sort of color it and shine, but oftentimes it's very supportive in the background, so you have to be judicious about it. I've done a lot of scary movies, which it's not my favorite genre because I'm a cheap scare, but I have to say watching this was scarier than anything, any of those horror movies, because even though you know that Alex is fine and all, it's hard not to get sucked into the fact what he's doing, and trying to put yourself in his shoes, it's just insane. So I was immediately gripped by it.